Hi. So, yeah, things are stacking up against me today. um, I was, like, my first game of backgammon was the one where I lost, and then I was able to do two where I won. Um, then I went on Roblox, and I'm just building, like, random stuff because, it's Theme Park Tycoon 2. And I was, just trying to get the park to look a little more parkish. Putting in stalls and rides and oh, hold on a sec. Hey.
Did you try to call or was some spammer using your number?
Yeah, I left you a message. It's not that important. You can listen to it later.
Okay. I figured I'd call back when I got done driving.
Well, I figured you were driving. That's why I left the message. It's just me complaining that literally Roblox shut down. I mean, okay, first of all, it kicked me off. Would not let me back on. Then I went and tried to get on Minecraft instead, and it told me like, we can't go in there right now. And then after that, I realized that there's a relaunch button, and it's like, oh, okay. So I press the relaunch button and I'm in, but how long? Who knows? Yeah, so.
What to say all that?
Yeah, me neither. Anyway, I was just complaining to you about it, and that's why I left the voicemail instead of, actually, waiting until I could actually talk to you. Because I figured I would be not as mad about it then as I am now. Yeah. But we got great internet, just ask them. Anyway, so you at work? Yeah. Okay, then I'll let you go.
Bye.
Bye. See, I liked it better when Mama would say bye because it was I love you bye. You know? I liked that. It was important to me. My sister says it every once in a while, but she doesn't say it all the time. Um, it's important to me. It's like, for a while there, my daughter was like, she'd seen, um, Tangled, and she wanted me to say, I love you more and I love you most. And it's like, I don't like that scene, actually, because I know that Mother Gothel only cares about her hair. She doesn't actually care about the girl herself, and, Anyway, my plan is to only be on here until, I'm gonna put my character inside because I have to go upstairs, but, oh, can I? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, can I put me inside? Stop it! There we go. Look, now we're in the Cat in the Hat. We sat there, uh, something about Sally. We sat there, we two, and wishing there was something to do, and then the cat comes in. So I'm gonna let you watch Serene. I will be back. I just recently discovered I needed to go upstairs. Wow, are you telling me that it's still raining? Crazy. Um, so I'm kind of upset because this is the anniversary of the day Mama went on her extended vacation, and I'm upset that they keep saying that um, the internet should be functioning great because they've got 5G internet, you know? Yeah, it should be working great, but it's not. Although I think Xbox was having it, or Roblox server was having an issue because usually I get kicked out and I can go right back into it. This time, because like say you can have 8 people in a server. I think it's 9, but I think it's 9 or 10. But say you can have 8 people in a server, and you were number 1. So when number 9 comes, you get kicked, which I don't think is very fair. If you've been there for like say 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and you're still actively doing something, you're not AFK or anything like that, you ought to be able to be on there. We've been known to be on there for 12 hours or more, and me and my sister, and we've actually gotten it to where we were recording just like I am right now, and just want to record for 15 more minutes. That's the idea right now is 15 more minutes, and then we're done. You know, because I need to finish that story, and I think being 2.5 pages away from the end, I can get that done, and I might even be able to get the whole entire next chapter done. I don't know yet. But right now, I don't drink alcohol, but they've driven me to drink. I want my Pepsi, and I want it now. Although I probably ought to have the um, raspberry tea instead, but yeah. Um, Especially if we're going to the stupid Verizon store. See, the one store, they're willing to talk to everybody. But the other store treats women like they are um I'm hoping everybody's going to understand what I'm saying, but like back in the old west, it wasn't okay to be a black person, it wasn't okay to be a Chinese person, it wasn't okay to be an Irish person. But the Verizon store on Topsy, they treat me like one of those. And just so everybody knows, I am perfectly fine with you just about no matter what you do. If you're, a guy who thinks he's a girl or a girl who thinks she's a guy, I'm going to have a little bit of a problem with that, but it's just because God doesn't make mistakes. He made you what He made you on purpose, and we're always told God doesn't make mistakes. So if He made you a boy, there's got to be a reason. If He made you a girl, there's got to be a reason. Um, like I don't know why, but I've got scoliosis. I personally think I have some kind of some kind of asthma that doesn't show up all the time. Like I don't have frequent periods where I'm going, and trying to breathe, or whatever you do when you're having an asthma attack. You know, I don't have that a lot. I have that like, maybe once or twice a year. So, it's not that bad. But I do think I have some kind of asthma because, like, some people, they can, talk for a long time and they don't have to go and, um, yeah, they don't have to catch a breath. And they could just, talk and it seems like forever. And, uh, I end up having to take a breath. Or, like, high notes in a song. I can't do high notes in a song. Every once in a while, I can, pretend. I'm just using this as an example because I don't think I know enough Mariah Carey words to even try it. But, like every once in a while, I can do, a Mariah Carey high note song, but not very often. And then when I do it, I'm like, how did I do that? But mostly that never happens. Well, I can't say never, but mostly it doesn't happen. The rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, and that high note at the end of the song. I cannot do that. I have to go and make it a lower singing note. And some, like some songs, I can sing pretty dang good, or at least I think I can. I can sing them decent enough that like if I went on America's Got Talent, I would maybe at least get into the second, the second round. Um, I think it's you're going to a live show. um, or I'd at least get I think you got some raw talent there, but you still need to work on it. And I'm not a singer, and that's not what I want to do. I want to make money with my books, so just in case the thing goes out again, I do write books. They're available on Amazon, and the reason why I don't say Amazon.com or Amazon anything else is because there's several different Amazons around the world. I mean, it's all the same company, but it depends on what part of the world you're in to as if it's .com like in America, or if it's I think it's .co.uk in the United Kingdom area. And I thought that was very interesting because I thought just like an internet company is an internet company, and they can be accessed all over the world. And yeah, Amazon can, but um it's specifically got different websites depending on what country you're in. So anyway, I am set up to receive payments from any of those countries. I am sorry, currently my books only come in English. I don't. I'm not trying to be mean to GOOGLE, but their translate program doesn't always translate correctly. And this is a known fact, and I really think they ought to do something about it. Because last summer, was it? Not the summer that just happened, but I think it was the one before that. Um, Park Pass, Chris, Amanda, and Miles, they went to They were trying to have a six castle summer. It kind of it fizzled a little bit because of the fact that they could not go to Shanghai at that moment in time. Shanghai was like, if you're going around recording things, you're a spy. So rather than get in trouble with the Shanghai government, they're like, we'll just skip it for now. Chris has since been able to go there, and he recorded as much as he could, which wasn't much, if I remember correctly. But anyway, he did record as much as he could, and I was glad that he got to go because pirates there. I saw it in somebody's video. I haven't actually been there myself, but I saw it in somebody's video, and it looked so awesome. Like it looked like you were outside the whole time, and it's inside a building, but it looked like you were outside the whole time, and real thunder and real lightning, and it was so cool. I wish I remembered whose video that was, but one, two, three, four. No. I wish I remember whose. Yeah, I wish I remembered whose video that was, because I was so grateful that I got to see it, and I was trying to convince. I kept saying, you need to go see this. I wanted Miles to see it too, but he, uh, just in case there was an issue, um, they didn't take, they didn't take Amanda or Miles when they went to Shanghai, and it was a special thing. Their Dutch friends were going, and there was only room for one more, I guess. They like kind of squeezed him in. You know what? Did we go around here and see? Yeah, I think we did. Okay. Yeah, what is up with the... What did we say they were, chickens? What is up with the chickens walking around in people's backyards? It's always the backyards. It's never the front yards. It's kind of creepy. Okay, so... Oh, so what I was trying to say... And I'm sorry, I'm just going to pause right here. I'm going to turn this off as soon as I'm done talking. Or at least that's the plan. Okay, so... you know me. But, okay, so... My books are available on Amazon in hardback, paperback, and ebook. And, I can't remember what the... There was a question whether it could go on a certain device or not, and the answer was yes. I just said it a few weeks ago. Well, it might have been a month or two ago. But anyway, I just said it recently. Anyway, so my books are The Rolling Sea Beginnings Book 1, Pirate's Daughter, The Rolling Sea Beginnings Book 2, Misfortune, The Rolling Sea Beginnings Book 3, Hard Times. I had to pause and look over at my books. I've got a morning winter cough. I'm okay. The Rolling Sea Beginnings Book 3, Hard Times. The Rolling Sea Traitor Book 1, Esperanza's Party. The Rolling Sea Traitor Book 2, The Island. And then there's a lovely little children's book. The series is Adopted, and the book is Coral. I'm sorry if Coral is a little too hard for your child to read, because like I said, it is a children's book. Um, if Coral is a little hard to read, I am so sorry. It's not my fault. We didn't name her. She came with that name. Her sister came with the name Lance because they thought she was a boy, but she's a girl, if she's still alive. Um, anyway, and I'm working on, um, I don't know if I'm going to get it done by the 1st, so I can start hard and heavy saying, and lessons in love. It's going to be the Rolling Sea Traitor book 3, Lessons in Love. I don't know if I'm going to get that done by the 1st like I thought because, it's the 11th already. I'm trying. But for some reason, I had the want to, when I was working on the book before this, um, when I was working on the island, I had the want to work on this book. And I can't work on both of them at once because I'll get really super confused, right? So because of that, I had to go and, finish the island and then start in on lessons in love. And for some reason, I just don't have the want to. And this is the book I wanted to work on because this is where all the drama stuff happens, I'm pretty sure this and Test and Love is where all the drama stuff happens. And, Ashley trashing her ex-boyfriend's truck because he broke up with her, and because she knows that he still loves her, and she obviously still loves him. They should be together, but he's dating other girls because he's afraid of her father. Which seems weird because enemy pirates come and try to mess with Ashley, and he's right up there sword fighting them back and punching them in the face and all that stuff. But her father, that's the scary one. My husband keeps kind of making fun of that idea, but it's like that's the thing. It would make sense for a pirate to be to be kind of scared of the dad of the girl he wants to marry. And Hayden knows how to get into um I just yeah, I did it again. Anyway, he knows how to get into Sean's room and uh make make the death look like an accident. In one scene, William is telling Hayden that he knows how to get into his room. If he does anything to his boys, he knows how to get into his room. And he won't make it look like an accident. But I think that's the next book. Anyway, at the moment in my book, because I got totally distracted, there, the party is done, and Adam is sitting next to Ashley's doorway with Ashley using his shoulder as a pillow. And Hayden is, Hayden asked, "Why are you still here?" And Adam explains who he is, and then Hayden repeats, "Why are you still here?" And I don't know if I've gotten to the part where he actually explains yet. I think that's the next part that I needed to work on. I got to the end of the page and then I'm like, oh, wait a minute, this is the end of the page. Cool. So I pieced it together and, yeah, I'm going to work on it as soon as I eat lunch, where Pepsi is going to be a factor. Um, Normally I don't do that, but in this case, it is better than drinking alcohol, for the most part. Um, it's better than drinking alcohol, and I say for the most part because, people drink alcohol and they do dumb stuff, for one, but for two, soda's not really good for you either. If you're a certain age, soda's really not good for you because usually it makes you overweight, and if it doesn't, you are lucky. Thank your lucky stars. Um, but yeah, um, like when I don't drink soda and I stick to water or, I'm sorry, hi baby. If I stick to water or, my raspberry tea, I'm usually okay. And during parts of the year when I'm not trying to get that next book out now, um, I'll go for a walk and, maybe take my cats with me. What's the matter? Actually, I know what the matter is. After I'm done with this chapter, I have to do the litter boxes. I didn't get to do them yesterday because I did a major cleanup around the kitchen, thinking that a repair guy was going to come. And no repair guy, but the kitchen looks pretty good. Can't say it looks totally good because there's still more in there, but I made sure that there was nothing that didn't belong on the table. I made sure that the dishes got in the sink, and he's still wondering, how is he supposed to do the dishes if that's the only way that we have to do the dishes is in the sink and they're blocking the sink. um, yeah. So anyway, we had like 1,000 kid. I pretty much kid you not. Maybe not that high a number, but we had like 1,000 of the plastic shopping bags, and I found two that were nice and thick, and I'm like, okay, I gotta use that for litter. Do the litter boxes with. So, yeah. Anyway, if you are watching me on Twitch right now, two things. Please follow and chat. But also, if you know a way to complain to them, and I don't want to be selfish and just complain for myself. There's a whole bunch of the YouTubers that I watch. They're always complaining that Twitch goes out regularly for them too. So I kind of hope that Twitch will, watch this video specifically and see that I'm not just trying to be, me. I'm asking for other people too. 'Cause I want to say that Fwip and Mr. Star and Sky, Fwip does Minecraft, and Mr. Star and Sky does Dreamlight Valley. and so does Suro. And I think all three of them also stream on Twitch, or they stopped streaming on Twitch because of the fact that it shuts down so many times. But I can't play this on, I cannot play this on the computer, besides the fact that I have to build it all over again, I hear. I can't play this on the computer because it's got too small a screen. Which for some reason reminded me of you've got too big a heart, mother. On Cinderella with Brandy. I love Cinderella with Brandy. So I watched Cinderella with Brandy first, and that may be why I don't like the one with Leslie Ann Warren as much as I like the one with Brandy. But I like the one with Julie Andrews better than I like the one with Leslie Ann Warren. I'm sorry if Leslie Ann Warren is still alive and watching this at any point in time. I have nothing against you. I really loved her as Miss Scarlet in the movie Clue. Miss Scarlet, but she's wearing a green dress. Who thought that up? I mean, I realize Miss Scarlet can wear whatever the heck color she wants. But, Miss Scarlet, hello? I don't think, not Colonel Mustard. Yeah, I don't think Colonel Mustard was wearing yellow. I don't think that Mr. Green was wearing green. And I don't think Professor Plum was wearing purple. Although that would have made for a whole different storyline, and yeah. It's the kind of storyline that they would come up with now. And, nowadays. And it would probably be perfectly fine. But then a days, because I think that was back in the 80s, it wouldn't have flown. That was back when, okay, so they made a movie called Biloxi Blues, and one of the guys was, liking guys, I'll say it that way, and he got kicked out because of that. And then, what was the other thing? Somebody else got kicked out for some reason. But the mental images popping into my head is also showing scenes from Renaissance Man where one of the guys, he's totally smart. He should not have been in the class that they put him in. They I think the group was called the Double D's. And, so they're not that smart. They're not doing that great in repelling class and shooting class and all those classes that you have to do in military. I've never been in the military, so I don't know anything but what's on the movies and TV shows. But in case you're questioning that, MASH, hello. Where you cannot mention the name of the theme song because it's got a word that people don't like in there. The very first word, it starts with an S. That's all I'm saying. Um, it's not a bad. I mean, well, it is. It's a word people don't want to hear, but uh-oh. I gotta go and stop my cat from doing whatever the heck he's doing. Oh no, he's in the litter box. Never mind. If you're wondering why I know it's a he, Bobby doesn't go upstairs. Um, she has been known to go upstairs, and I think she will go upstairs this winter because it gets freaking cold down here, even with the heater on. Um, wait. Oh no, that's the color I needed it. Okay. Right? Right. Anyway, so if you're watching me on YouTube right now, please like and share and comment and subscribe, notification bell, and please get those valid public watch hours up. Um, what's up, baby? Are you looking for Sam? I'm trying to, our boys speak a little bit of English. Bobby can say love. She hasn't said it lately, but she can say the word love. Sam actually knows how to say hi, hello, yeah, no, all sorts of words. But, Ben, he used to be able to say his sister's name, Coral, and I'm trying to teach him Sam and Bob. I don't expect him to say Bobby because I think the E part, the E half of it would be too much for him to say. But if I can get him to say Sam and Bob, I'd be happy. um, we don't work on it like every day, so that's why it's slow and go. But still, okay. So I did go 16 minutes over. But it's better than the 1 hour over or whatever that I've been doing. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Okay. This looks pretty cool. Or pretty good. Whatever the thought was. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the thing, I was watching a video the other day and it um, said that Jesse's character on Full House had actually changed. They had changed the name 4 times. Actually, it said 3 times, but it was 4 times. Once, I think once before they even told it to John Stamos, and then like John Stamos was like, or okay, wait a minute, well, okay, so I know that one of the changes was from Adam to Jesse because that was supposedly Elvis's brother. I've always heard that his brother was Aaron. And then he ended up being Elvis Aaron Presley. But I think the video was like saying it was Elvis Jesse Presley or something like that. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, hey. Yeah. that is so funny that most people are like, hey, here's my Discord. Add me. And I'm sitting here going, I would if I could figure it out, Because a lot of the times it won't let me add. Or it's being stupid, or. Okay, wait, huh? Well, we're going to try it this way, and if it doesn't work, then we'll add the and. Yeah. Wait, what? Okay. Nope, didn't work. Get off the desk. Thank you. Well, you're not supposed to have your paws on the desk. Don't give me that look. Sorry, I treat my cats like my kids. So if anybody's, oh, maybe that's what it is. Okay, let's try that again. We'll try one more time. Okay. I really don't like Discord. It's too hard to use. Okay, so yeah, I've forgotten what I was even talking about. I was trying to add somebody on Discord and I had the wrong words to put in, and then I finally looked at it again and it's like, okay, that's easy. Okay, so yeah, I would love it if everyone would start buying my books, please. They make great Christmas presents, and if you get the hardback or the paperback, it gets people off their devices for a little bit. Yeah, I got 6 books right now, and I don't expect everybody to buy 6 books. But if you would like to buy them as a set, my husband's pretty dang sure that you can go on his Patreon, Darth Caesar 00, DARTH, like Darth Vader, CAESAR, like Julius Caesar, and then the number 0 twice. Anyway, there is a list of my pirate books there. And we think it's going to update when I put in the new book, but I don't know yet. The new book. Sorry. The new book that I'm working on is the Rolling Sea Traitor Book 3 Lessons in Love. And I am determined to get this chapter and a good part, if not the whole thing, of the next chapter done. And today, and hopefully I can get more of it done tomorrow and the next day and the next day, and hopefully I will make my goal, but I don't know that I'm going to. Yeah, because as soon as he gets home, I think we gotta go over to um, Verizon, and yeah. Anyway, no, I don't want to go new to the shop. Okay. Huh? And would you like to explain to me why most people's art looks the exact same? I'm sorry, it all basically looks like it should be on the side of a car. Um, okay. So, I will see you in the next stream or video.